Now, let's talk about what happens when it feels like your desired manifestation is not showing up. When it feels like your prayers are not being answered, or things even seem like they're getting worse, and what you can do during this period. I'm going to show you what's really happening whenever you experience this. It's not that your desires are not coming, it's not that they stopped coming. No. As long as you keep tuning into the frequency of already having your desires, in your thoughts and in your feelings and in your actions, physical manifestation is sure and certain. But what's really happening here is that your desires require time to take form in the physical world. And your constant, stable, steady frequency which you're broadcasting is what gives it that form. I call it emotional homeostasis. Homeostasis refers to that steady internal order. It must be steady. That's why I call it homeostasis. So in manifestation, it is called emotional homeostasis. Your continuous broadcast of the frequency of already having your desire is what continuously gives it form until it fully matures as a physical, tangible event. Remember, you are not creating from scratch because the things that you want already exist in your frequency. That frequency is the existence of it, so it already exists. What you're doing is to make it become a physical manifestation. That's why we call it manifestation. For you to use the word manifestation, you're talking about something that exists but is not in this physical plane. So whenever it feels like nothing is happening or things are even getting worse, the only thing you should be concerned about is the question, am I tuned in? What am I broadcasting right now? If the answer is yes, I'm tuned in, then forget about the contrast you're experiencing. It does not matter. It will fade out. As long as you've invested your state of being in a different timeline, the old timeline must fade. That is the law. Let me give you a day-to-day example that mirrors this silent period I'm talking about. Let's say you're hungry, you start to cook food to eat. Does the food get done instantly and you start to eat it? No. The food requires time to cook. Right? You might still be hungry while cooking the food, but you know that very soon you will eat the food as long as that food remains on the fire. As long as the fire keeps heating the food, it will eventually get done. Does that make sense? That knowledge alone that you will soon eat the food gives you some level of relief, doesn't it? Of course. You don't go, oh, this food is not ready yet. Who knows when this food is going to be done? You don't get discouraged. You don't stop cooking the food. You continue cooking the food until it's done. This is exactly how manifestation works. You don't stop broadcasting the frequency of already having it because that is the fire cooking the manifestation. If you quit, the manifestation slows down or gets aborted entirely. Does that make sense? Let me give you another example. Sowing and reaping. For those of you who are farmers or in the agricultural industry, do you plant a seed today and harvest it tomorrow? No. The seed you planted requires time as well. Time to sprout, to grow, to mature, and then the harvest. And farmers are not impatient. They know how these things work. They are not saying it's taking too long because they know the mechanics behind it. That is exactly what I'm teaching you, dear manifesto. Don't be impatient. It's not taking too long. It just requires to take form. And that desire will come to you at the best time when you need it most, in a way that's going to surprise you. The universe is never late. Say that with me. The universe is never late. Type it in the comments. The universe is never late. I am never late. Type it. I am never late. I am right on time. I am in the right place. I'm in the right time. Everything is happening according to the right time. I am not late. I receive it. It's already mine. Go ahead and share those in the comments. And this is not an affirmation. This is not positive speaking. This is reality. Everything the universe delivers is never late. It happens when you need it most and when it must happen. It will never happen a second later. There's a sowing time and there's a reaping time. And in between the two stages, your only job is to hold the space, knowing that the harvest, the manifestation, the cooking will definitely be done. Your only job between the sowing and the harvest is to hold the space during this period. It is physically silent, but it is not silent. It is taking form just beyond your senses. You will soon see it. That is why it is called manifestation. Is making sense? So when it looks like nothing is happening on the surface, don't panic. Just know that your manifestation is taking form. Continue broadcasting your frequency. Fall in love with that desire, with the idea that it's already yours. Live it fully. It makes the process faster and shortens the gap. So if you want to know more about how to stay connected to the frequency of what you want, I recommend you grab my new book, The Emotional Homeostasis for Manifestation. It will show you everything you need to know about how to lock your frequency to that desire and maintain that magnetic force that continuously draws it into your life. You will know how to close the gap between the thought of what you want and the experience of having it, the desire and the manifestation. So get the book, The Emotional Homeostasis for Manifestation. The link is in the comments. Go ahead and type in the comments, I receive it. My desires are already mine. It's on its way to me. It is never late. It is on time. Again, these things are not positive speaking or positive thinking. This is exactly the mechanics of what is happening right now, even as you're watching this. It is on its way. It is coming. It is coming with speed. Go ahead and type the word speed. I receive with speed. It's already mine. Also, feel free to share 1 or 2 things you're grateful for in the comments. So help me share this video because this will change somebody's life. I'll talk to you in the next one.